Hello you, Jenny here, and welcome to Scratches. I actually have a physical copy of this game. It is the collector's edition, but it's in French, which obviously isn't a problem for me, but if I wanted to record this, I thought it would be better if the interface and everything else was in English. So I managed to find this version on Abandonware, but I do actually have a copy of the game. I found it at a thrift shop for, I think it was like, my partner found it, it was like €5 or something ridiculous like that. Scratch that, it was actually €1. No pun intended. Here's a little showcase for you with some unintentional vaporwave music in the background, and it is a part of a collection called L'Antre de la Peur, which is the Den of Fear in English, and so you've got Scratches, Nancy Drew, The Curse of Blackmore Manor. I've never played that one before, might have to, and then Delaware St. John, which again I've never heard of before. But I'm curious. So today we're playing Scratches, and yeah, this is the collector's edition. I don't know what the difference is. I haven't looked at the content on the CDs. I don't know why there are two, because there are two in here. Yeah, 2002. So yeah, here's the inside of the box. It says one CD, and then you've got the manual here, and then a little ad for Experience 112, which I have played the beginning of. Very interesting game, very unique. The way that the main character talks to you through the cameras, I think, is really cool. Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, I've never actually played this game myself. Years and years ago, I watched the entire playthrough with my sister, and we were very drawn into how atmospheric this click and point style game is. It's very atmospheric, it's very heavy, and I think that's what, without going too much into detail right now, it's something that many horror game fans will agree with, is that atmosphere is just so essential to creating a frightening atmosphere. A game can't be scary without that. You can't just rely solely on jump scares, and this is very heavy. I'm actually quite frightened to play, because if you know me, if you've seen my channel before, you'll know that I'm a big scaredy cat despite being a voice actress in some horror games. So it's quite ironic, but it's because I appreciate the genre so much, and I love a good scare, and I especially love a good atmospheric horror game, and this, I'm really excited to start this. I think that the entire style is going to be very creepy, very creepy. This will be a long narrative playthrough. I'm going to read out loud every text that I come across, so I won't be rushing through or skipping dialogues or anything like that. I really want this to be very immersive and very atmospheric. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, feel free to stick around, because I'm about to play this game for the first time myself, and I'm really excited. So let's go. The music is it's actually freaking me out quite a bit, I'll be honest. Yeah, let's go. New. Which game do you want to play? We're going to start with Director's Cut. Okay. Oh. Nucleosis. Don't know if that's how you say it. this is exciting. I heard this was from the same creators as Amnesia and Penumbra. I think I heard that somewhere. Cellar of Rats. It's an interesting name. I'm really excited. I'm so glad I came across this version. It's quite hard to find now. Well, it's not necessarily hard to find, but it's just on official gaming platforms you can't find it now.
I arrived at Blackwood Manor one cold Saturday morning amidst a thick veil of fog. The weather didn't look good, and there was an unnatural calm surrounding the area, yet I soon became entangled with the place.
When was this game released? We're talking early 2000s. Oh, houses like that have always creeped me out. Wow. Saturday, October 12th. The cloudy sky above me seemed rather unsettling and almost made me lose my balance. Or I felt a curious urge to run for shelter, and my new home in the distance seemed very inviting. It's really... because I downloaded a patch update, which apparently made the graphics a bit better. Some people said they weren't a fan of the skybox being a bit reddened. Apparently you don't have this in the original release, it's only in the director's cut. But I've heard that it progresses as the story goes on. I'm not used to... I tell you what, I haven't played a point and click in so long. I keep feeling like I need to reach for my keyboard to move. Let's just inspect everything. Oh, it's weird. I think there's a bit too much sensitivity. It's kind of like... or there isn't enough sensitivity. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if I can change that. Oh, this is weird. The mailbox is empty. Okay, how do I move back? How do you move back? Huh? So right click, I guess, opens your inventory? What is this? I'm so lost. I'm lost already. It's like a notebook. What am I doing? Okay, so escape just makes you... oh, it just opens the menu. What about the... let's have a look. Text speed, normal. Okay. Back. So, how do I move backwards? This isn't going well. Help. I can't... how in the hells do you... ah, okay. Okay, that's a bit disorienting. The imposing main gates were guarding the entrance to the manor. But you can really expect everything. It was the boot of my car which, considering my non-existent technical expertise, I hoped I would never need to open. I'll just go home. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I would need those. So looking at what happens if I just... where's the car's starter? Great. Yeah, it's it's quite unnerving, this kind of gameplay. Bring point and click back, I say, for horror games. Are there many point and click horror games? See, now, that looks very unnerving, doesn't it? I don't like it. This whole, I think really the whole feeling of this game, even from the playthroughs that I watched back in the day, it's unnerving. Makes me feel uncomfortable. A hefty lock was preventing my entry to the garage. So if I right click, what's this? I guess this is the key to the house, isn't it? You never know. Why would I want this? And what's in here? So many questions. Does this get updated often? I don't know. Interesting. So we can go. Let's go straight to the house. Oh, this is very clean. I'm not going to go down there yet. I don't feel. All in due time. First things first. That's a beautiful stained glass door. I want one. Should probably actually open it. Is it already open? Do I have to unlock it? The door to the house was locked, fortunately. So which key is it? How in... Okay, please explain why I can't... How do you... Oh, okay, you're supposed to then close your inventory to use it. With very little effort, the key unlocked the front door. Oh. Wow. Can I really just look at everything? A majestic grandfather clock was gently ticking nearby. It was almost sleep-inducing, but I was glad it was working. Oh. Yes, where's the... Ah. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Michael, it's me.
Hey, Jerry. It's good to hear your voice.
I see that piece of junk you got there is working.
My thoughts exactly. I was afraid it'd fall apart as soon as I laid my fingers on it.
So how did you find everything? Do you like the place?
It's hard to tell yet. I'm very impressed, that's for sure.
You sound odd. Is everything okay?
Yes, it's perfectly fine. It's just that I'm in awe. I mean, pleasantly surprised. This house is like a dream come true.
So you do like it? You got me worried there for 1 second.
I'm telling you, I'm going to turn this place into a factory of horror stories.
Good. You ought to finish that book. I'm rooting for you, mate. You sure everything is in order?
Well, I just got here. Let me have a look around, and I'll get back to you if I find anything strange.
Excellent. I'll talk to you later.
Right, old chap. Furniture alone in this place must be worth a fortune. Why? Oh, so you can move over here. Can you look in each... There was a huge vase of oriental craftsmanship standing by the windows. It was a rather torn umbrella. You really can just... It was just another ordinary vase. I don't want to miss anything. That's my problem. I look at everything in detail. A generic standard lamp. Still, it was elegant and tasteful. Okay. What's this? Okay. Nice. Suppose you can go anywhere in the house. Is this locked? Oh, no, we can go in. It is unnerving. God, I couldn't live in a place like this. It's so dark and closed in. Doesn't help that it's run down. Lovely. I think I've seen that painting before. Don't know who did it. Very nice. I certainly wouldn't have minded trying those expensive wines, except that nobody would have been around to pace me. Interesting. I'll be honest, I have no idea where to start. I guess that's what happens when you don't water the plants for a long time. Yeah, the mouse is quite sensitive, I'll be honest. Creepy. What's in here? Tablecloths, napkins. That certainly isn't my thing. No, your thing seems to be horror, doesn't it? He's a writer, isn't he? Or a journalist? Something like that. Open this. I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just gonna... I intended to brighten up the whole place, but to my surprise, the lights wouldn't work. That's a nice painting. Like that one. What's this? Several vases of African craftsmanship were standing against the west window. Ah, that's better. Oh, well, we want to keep it open, don't we? Does that make any difference, I wonder? What's in here? Oh, can I open these too? Oh, they are already open. The drawer was stuck beyond hope. Okay. I guess we won't try to open that then. I came in through there, didn't I? So let's try going through here. Oh, but I need to move forward. Should we just go upstairs? Ah. It's quite... Oh, it's, I'm just blindly going through every room right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Countless jars and cans adorned the kitchen. Do I want to look in the fridge? Well, there's actually things in there. The interior of the refrigerator was begging for some serious cleaning, not to mention a powerful disinfectant. Look at that. It's like isn't that a coffee grinder? An old coffee grinder? Is that what they are? I think. I've no idea. Really can go everywhere. Oh. There were plenty of kitchen utensils in the house, ready to be used. I don't know, maybe there's something stuck in one of the jars or something. I have no idea where to look first. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sort of... Yeah, I'm just wondering. That's got to be a pantry, hasn't it? See if I can go over there. Open this. The door to what I assumed was the basement was locked. Good. I don't want to go in the basement anytime soon. Thank you very much. Wow. Wonder how many bedrooms this place has. What's over here? Can you go here? Oh. The topmost sheet of paper of the pile had some curious markings on it, so I grabbed it to have a closer look. Yes. I wonder, do I have to use this? No? Okay. Then how about this? Does it light up when you can use it? I'm curious, what do you mean? Ah, here we are. Oh no, this is something else. This house is amazing, far beyond my wildest dreams. Jerry's efforts have truly exceeded my expectations. I'd better get acquainted right away. Jerry says the electrician should be on his way to solve the lights problem. I feel relieved. It seems the house is out of power. You can't have everything, I guess. Hopefully it's just a minor glitch, but I should tell Jerry. Okay, so you're telling me there are strange markings on this piece of paper, but I can't look at it? Okay. Just a bunch of uninteresting books. Am I missing something? Ah, it's in my inventory. I didn't see. But how do I... Okay, so I'm guessing... Hang on a second, let me put that down. Open this. And can I just like place it down and... No, okay. So you can use this on this. It was a piece of paper with some strange markings, and I was sure there was much more to it than at first seemed clear. Okay. I guess I can't... Perhaps it will come in handy later on. It's just some useless junk. It looked like whoever stayed in this room loved photography. Nothing. Anything in the last drawer? How do I... I'd like to... Where's the hand symbol? Help. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, that's that then. It's not always easy to exit. Yeah. What do I do? Oh, okay. Okay. Right. I don't know. Let's have a look over here. Look in every drawer. You never know. Practical photography. A manual. There's nothing interesting there. Then let's go through here. Ah. This was where the cutscene started. Oof, look at that. Wow. Yeah, this place needs a desperate clean. The sink was covered with a thick coating of dust. It looked as if the cleaning ladies had skipped this room. Wonder why. The smell coming from the toilet prevented any further investigation. Lovely. Evidently, this bathroom had been used as some kind of darkroom. I wonder what else you can use this for. Like, is it, you know... No, I guess not. I'm just wondering, like, what else you would use the... looking glass for, spying glass, I can't remember what it's called. Let's have a look at these. Okay, I guess these are just all the photos we saw before. Wow. So there's some kind of mausoleum there. That's got to be somewhere in the garden, hasn't it? Which will probably be massive. So there's nothing for me in here. Let's go. Another game I found really unnerving was... what was it called again? I think it was Dracula. Again, it was an old point and click. Really creeped me out. And just because something's dated doesn't mean it isn't frightening. Sometimes that adds to it, you know? See, nothing about this place is comforting or relaxing. This entire place screams, get out as quick as you can. It's too quiet. I know a place like this. Belongs to my grandparents. My parents, my brother, and my sister. We've all said the same thing. When we're outside alone, something just feels off. Really off. Like, where am I going? I was going through this passageway, wasn't I? I don't know where I'm going, I'm just sort of going with it, you know? But yeah, really unnerving. Just feels like you're being watched, you know? Ah! This is it. Blackwood. It's the name of the family who lived here, right? Guessing I'll need a key to get in here as well. A thick wire was tied between both handles, securing the door to the crypt. So I'll need something to cut it then. Noted. Alright. So I'll know to go through the kitchen if I want to get there. Yeah, this house makes me uncomfortable, to say the least. It really does make me uncomfortable. Shall we go upstairs? I haven't actually seen everything there is to see downstairs yet, I don't think, but we'll get there. I remembered that Jerry said a nice room had been prepared for me upstairs. Let's go find it then. But first... Oh! Cthulhu? That's Cthulhu, isn't it? Very nice. Oh, that's cool. I love that. I love that. Ah. How many times has this one been used? So unnerving. I can't remember the artist's name. Let's go have a look in here, or at this, or no. Okay, so there's another... I don't like this one. I don't like this one at all. Don't like that. Okay, so... right. So we can either go through there, or we can go upstairs again. I'm guessing, is this the room I'm going to be staying in? Let's have a look. Oh, this is the bathroom. Nice tiles. Not too bad. Not really my style, but not bad. Why can you inspect all of the towels? There are a couple of towels in the bathroom, but a great deal of repair work would be necessary before I would attempt to take a shower. What? Check every drawer, every single one. Oh, okay. I have a towel in my inventory. Why I would need one, I don't know, but we'll see. The rag was relatively clean, everything considered. Okay, I have a rag. Apparently the water wasn't running. Well, this is just great, isn't it? What a perfect place to stay in. Good God. I can't imagine staying in a place like this. Ooh, I'd rather sleep outside. It's too creepy. It's way, way too creepy. I can't inspect the bath. Pretty windows. And that's that. I guess it was just for the cloth. I have a cloth. I have a cloth. Oh, that hallway. Where do I go first? It is making me so uncomfortable. I'm really creeped out. Really, really creeped out. That's kind of cute. That's a pretty painting. Interesting bedroom. But I don't think this is my one. What have we got? Can't open this. The bed seemed to be comfortable, but too fancy for me. Really? Okay, sir. This is like Goldilocks. The bed was too hard, the bed was too small, the bed was too springy. It's interesting. Anything to say about that? No? Okay. Okay. Wait, not done yet. Okay. A diploma was displayed on the shelf. It appeared that the people who lived in the house were very educated. It's annoying the way it spins away like that. Books on engineering, maths, physics. Not my thing. Several romantic novels and history books. I decided to stay away from them. Haven't looked in here yet. I didn't want to go through a bunch of trinkets and perfumes. Well, what if there's something interesting in there? You don't know. There could be, I don't know, a key or something. No? He's one of those kinds of people, is he? It's too girly. I don't want to go near women's perfume. Oh, it's so creepy. I was unusually surprised after entering this room. It was some kind of gallery, its theme being African culture. Cool. Kinda creepy, but cool. I mean, I just wouldn't want to have those masks near where I sleep, you know. But like, to each their own, I mean. Interesting sounds. Okay. Yeah, I don't like being alone in this empty house. Creepy. The lamp seemed to be broken beyond repair. Probably the souvenir of a hazardous journey. Nothing else to look at. That is cool. Look at everything. Okay. Like these. Is that ivory? Distasteful. The beautiful vases were mesmerizing. It's so immersive. I really, can just imagine this man wandering around this house that he's just started to discover. Something that looked like a lion's claw was firmly attached to a necklace. This is what I love. It's so quiet. All those masks, they made me feel very uneasy. They seemed to be guarding the room. Oh, I don't like that one. Yep, that one creeps me out. It's the teeth, I think. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Let's keep discovering the house, shall we? I went through there already. That was the other bedroom, and then this is the, like, gallery kind of room. There's a... Oh, I see. So that leads back to the main hall. What about this door here? Oh, it's so dark. I quickly realised that this had to be my room. It became evident why as I glimpsed the gorgeous view through the huge window. Oh, that is a lovely view. The view was inspiring. Jerry had picked the right room for me. It would be ideal when doing some work. A beautiful oak desk was standing against a window with an extraordinary and inspiring view. Why is it that I can't concentrate? Crumpling pages like this. I'm getting worse. And the whisperings, they're killing me. They cannot be real. They cannot be real. Barred the doorway, but still can hear them in my dreams. How to get rid of it? If it was only that simple. But tearing it apart would force one to admit its otherworldly nature. No, it just can't be possible. I can't allow these thoughts to cross my mind, but I can really hear them, so clearly. Have I really lost it? It just can't be that I'm experiencing exactly what James did. It has to be influence. How else to explain that every time I walk past the gallery, the whispers grow louder. They're luring me inside. It wants me closer. I can hear them again. Yes, the tortured souls of the fallen now suffering for eternity. A chant. Next room. I know for sure its source now. I can't fool myself any longer. Are those dreams? Oh, please, for Christ's sake, don't let it be dreams. I have to document this. I have to keep going. Because if James was right, may God have mercy on our souls. That's reassuring. Barred the doorway. I wonder what had distressed the writer this much. The books in the room were rather boring. No horror novels. Unbelievable. Yes, see, he's a horror fan. Just like us. He gets it. No horror stories, not interesting. That little table could come in handy. Good to know. To look at everything. I doubt we're going to go to bed right now. Because I know we do go to bed at some point. Nothing here. Oh, what's this? I grabbed the stethoscope, which seemed to be about the only useful thing in the bag. I'm picking up loads of little things. I don't know what they're going to be useful for yet, but... The stone in the fireplace was cold to the touch. It was too early to go to bed. Well, we've discovered this room. I want to go all the way upstairs before I go back down to the main hall. So, we're going to go back down the hallway here and up the stairs. Oh, that's a lot of doors. Okay, we're not finished yet. Yeah, it's somehow even creepier up here. It's definitely creepier up here. I don't like it. I really don't like it. The doors seem to be stuck. What do I have? Nothing of interest, really. Okay. feel so uncomfortable. I do feel uncomfortable. It's just knowing I'm wandering alone in this empty house. It's just a pile of old bricks. Most of the planks scattered throughout the third floor are all dry and brittle by now. The upper bathroom would have been beautiful under different conditions, but in its current state it was sad and depressing. I just keep feeling like something's going to jump out at me. It's really creeping me out. It's too quiet. It's way too quiet. What's this? A neat little stove was standing on a plank. Can't take that. Oh, it's so quiet. It's making me really uncomfortable. The amount of trash in this room was unbelievable. I swore that I would scream if I saw another brick. Dude, are you okay? I didn't even want to imagine the piles of rubbish that were inside those boxes. He's switching between the word trash and rubbish. Sir, where are you from? It's either one or the other. Oh, it's so quiet. It's way too quiet. Oh, I went the wrong way, it seems. Oh no, I went around. Because if I go back this way... Didn't I miss something? I guess you just... No, okay. That's interesting. I thought perhaps there'd be something to pick up, but I guess not. We can go even higher. Okay, so those two doors have been figured out. There's not much going on there. This place is huge. It's never ending. Oh, another door. The door's locked, but I could see a key on the other side through the keyhole. Okay. Nothing hidden in these boxes. They're just some uninteresting boxes. It's so quiet. What would be the point in this? It's interesting. It's so creepy. It's so creepy. I'm getting so creeped out. I can't imagine myself being in a situation like this. There was a large crack in one of the walls in the tower. A couple of old rusty lamps adorned the top of the tower. This is it. That's got to be breakable, hasn't it? For some reason, just the silence is... I don't know how to put it. It's all too real. Nah. A useless array of random items of every imaginable size and colour occupied all the corners of the attic. I couldn't see clearly enough to identify the objects in that dark area. Don't think I want to. A useless array of random items. What's this? What's that? Okay. Okay. Can I leave? Can I get away? I can't move away from the box. What do I do? Hang on a second, I just want to look at what's in here. The suitcase was holding some of my stuff and was awfully heavy. My loyal typewriter was inside that case. I could put those on the desk in the bedroom. Really though, what do I do? Help. I can't leave? Oh, great. Just wonderful. Truly. Now I can, okay, just to close it again. It's very strange. There was nothing of interest among those trinkets. There has to be something. The pile of newspapers was huge. I needed a more specific date to look for. Right. It's open. Oh. Oh. I wonder. No, okay. What are these? Not 1848, did that say? Blackened by flames. Design school. Gaiety. Meat cuttings. Okay. I wonder. The old-fashioned lamp made me think of exciting adventures I'd always dreamed of going on. I'll need something to light it then, won't I? Well, I think we've seen everything we need to see for now. I'm gonna go back down to the main hall and check out the downstairs rooms, because I kind of went straight for everything else. Let's go down here. That clock would drive me mad. Okay, let's save. Great little save file. Lovely. Hopefully that will work when I load it later. So the phone's over there, and I haven't been in this room. There's another door there. I wondered how long that cup of coffee had been sitting there. It looked as if an untidy person enjoyed reading in the living room. Is he really upset about books not being aligned perfectly? The fireplace had a generous amount of wood in it, and I was relieved to know that I could warm the place up in case it got cold. I'm certainly not good at chopping trees. This room's a little bit more inviting. But only a little. A fancy red clock, which sadly wasn't functioning. The place was full of exquisite, albeit aged, candelabras. It was all gibberish to me. Do you want to try and play? What's through here? Fancy door. Ooh, I like this room. This is my kind of room. I love it. No, smoking can kill you, especially when the cigars are decades old. I never thought of that, but yeah, makes sense. The old cigar part. The little drawer wouldn't open. The glass was empty. Pity, I could have used a drink. Well, you had the chance in the kitchen, but you didn't want to take it. Just a bunch of uninteresting books. The stone in the fireplace was cold to the touch. What's this? There's that unnerving silence again. It's way too quiet. At least this room has some light in it. What's in here? Gone and nabbed something else. What is it? The envelope was empty. Well, then why would I pick it up? Perhaps I don't want an empty envelope. Okay, I have an empty envelope and a cloth. I'm sure it all means something. Ah, a screwdriver. Was that a screwdriver? No. What is that? It looked like a boring tool. I can use that on the lock that we found. I bet I could push the key. Well, yeah, but that wouldn't help in any way, would it? It was locked. I don't have a key for that. February 6th. The construction of the railway bridge is almost complete and went quite smoothly. It took longer than expected, yet I wish it would have lasted longer. I will be very sad to leave South Africa. I've become so attached to it, its culture, its arts, over the past few months, that I can't help feeling as if it was already a part of me. I will surely return someday. Soon, hopefully, although I'm afraid there is a great deal of work to be taken care of back in old Britain. Fortunately, I made good friends here who were ecstatic about my new appreciation of their country. They have offered me some wonderful objects as a token of gratitude, which I have already created and got ready to ship, along with many trinkets I bought myself. It looks like I'm about to start a very substantial collection. It's a good thing Catherine agreed to move into our new home, although I fear several renovations will have to be made. Even more if I'm intending to start a serious new hobby. It seems I'll have to get back to work. John Patterson has just told me some natives are causing trouble. A very unfortunate thing, although I'm secretly rejoicing. Okay. February 12th. The natives won't leave. It's not like they're causing trouble, so much as they're unsettling our workers. The only complaint so far has been distraction. They just stand still between the trees, staring at us, without blinking an eye. I've watched them for a few minutes, and they truly seem like some tenebrous statues. At first it was just annoying, but lately it has become downright creepy. They seem to be stalking us. So it's not like they're hindering the construction, but there is a general uneasy feeling, as if they were about to jump at us at any moment. I think I will hire some protection as a measure of precaution. February 15th. Fascinating. I've been looking into these natives, They live in a nearby village and are a very small group, yet they seem to manage quite well. I had thought of them as quite an uncivilized tribe, but their movements are calculated and one can perceive a sense of careful organization in their tasks. Oddly enough, they seem to be very brutish and their aspect looks awful, although I couldn't take a good look at their facial features, as I followed one of them completely on my own, and it could have been dangerous getting any closer. Also, the village is poor and very rough, but some of the shacks leapt out at us. Inviting or special. It made me very curious. I will try to come closer tomorrow. February 16th. My second expedition to the village of the natives has been foiled by an unexpected problem at the bridge. I'm afraid it was due to a slight miscalculation on my part, an indication that I should be focusing more on the task at hand and put my sudden love for all African things aside for a moment. It was my fault, and I accept it. February 20th. They are at it again, lurking beyond the forest. It's amazing how they have changed our perception of the surroundings. At first we were delighted by the quiet nature of the place. Now we fear what horrors might be concealed in that dark and foreboding cloak of trees. The tops loom above us, overshadowing the bridge, and strange noises haunt our meals. Even the river telling ungodly secrets. We could be, of course, a bit more sensitive towards distractions, but I can't help feeling the area has, in fact, become more sinister. And yet, I'm still looking forward to satisfying my curiosity about the tribe. February 24th. At last I found something more about the neighbouring tribe. This is an incredible finding and I just can't withhold my excitement. Some elders at the local town happened to know about them, but only through stories they heard. The most surprising thing is that the tribe was assumed to be extinct long ago, but according to my vague descriptions, the elders think that we could be dealing with a legend here. Everything they ever learned of them was during their childhood, when the tribe was stalking the town, much in the same way they have been stalking us. People used to call them... I can't read it from here. Dom? I can't read it from here. Is that a D apostrophe LH? I don't know. As such was the sound of screams heard echoing late in the night. They'd come out into the streets and see an evil glitter atop a hill in the distance. Some would say it was a fire, others the cursed spirit of an ancient god. Whatever it was, they say the bright light amid those fantastic screams was bone-chilling. The macabre scene would suddenly stop just as it had begun out of nowhere, never to be seen again in days to come. Intervals between those horrible nights became longer and longer until they soon faded into oblivion. The tribe apparently had retreated back into obscurity, until now. They were later known as the Dalmar. A rather more scientific name, although none of the people I spoke with could possibly remember its origin. I find it extremely surprising that nobody has ever heard about this tribe, with the exception of a few townspeople. They must be incredibly rare, and judging by the stories passed on from generations in the town, very old. February 27th. I will confess that I've become nearly obsessed with this strange tribe. I see them as the most prized goal of my appreciation towards all South African things. A dangerous yet irresistible reward. I feel as if they were my discovery. I simply have to study them before leaving. I fear I won't have the chance to ever again. It has become an important goal of mine, even more important than finishing the bridge. March the 4th. Finally, I have managed to see them. My God, what a disturbing spectacle! When we arrived, they were moving around the village very slowly, without speaking or communicating with each other, each minding his or her own business, completely alien to the rest of the world. They were filthy looking, coarse and downright disgusting. I couldn't see any weapons, but they could have been stored somewhere. It was all very strange behaviour in a tribe. They must be quite unique. Then, as if they had suddenly all become possessed by some wild spirit, they began shaking, spasmodically and screaming like mad. Some of them dropped to their knees and lifted their heads to the sky, eyes blank and moaning in an indescribable way. 2 of them walked away, still in that monotonous and slow manner, and in great contrast to the rest of the scene, into a shack. The next minute they brought out into the open an odd-looking mask. Its shapes, colours and overall looks, while unsettling, were mesmerising, and I felt instantly hypnotised by it. It rendered my modest collection of African curiosities into dull and uninteresting items. The mask was very ominous, and the whole tribe seemed to greatly revere it. Soon they began to gather around it and move in circles, fluttering and chanting a guttural psalm. Judging by their motions and aspect of the whole ritual, it must have been some kind of war ritual. I'm not sure how to explain what happened next, as I feel my pulse is already throbbing. Words fail me to recount the most disturbing thing I've ever witnessed. One of the male villagers walked into the middle, near the mask, by his own will. It was an almost automatic act. All of a sudden, the remaining members became silent. I can't tell for how long it lasted, but I was afraid to breathe. I think Dalby and the others were also scared. They wouldn't even blink. I remember being soaked wet and expectant. The silence was so unnatural. Then a few members separated from the people circling the mask and jumped on the single villager, beating him to death. To be completely faithful to the event, the small crowd tore him apart. They grabbed his legs in 2s and 3s and twisted them in a manner I dare not describe. His face was disfigured with their bare fingernails and teeth, and the torso soon disappeared under the frenzied tangle of hands. In a matter of a few minutes, the villager was turned into a red sack of bones. Not one of the attackers had the compassion to snap his neck during the sickening process. All was very methodical, as if it was just another mundane task. The most terrifying aspect, though, was that the victim didn't even cringe. The silence was so deep, I could hear his flesh ripping. I would expect any living creature to scream its guts out in such a condition. I can't tell whether he was drugged or half asleep, but I did recognize him dancing like everybody else before walking into the middle of the circle. It was the most outrageous and sadistic sacrifice I've ever heard of. I don't think I will ever forget what I saw. My intentions of approaching further, even if they didn't have any weapons at hand, vanished. Those creatures, I dare not call them human beings, could have killed my whole company in the blink of an eye with their rage. They seemed to be completely out of themselves and willing to destroy anything intruding into their path. While the images of the sacrifice still haunt my thoughts, I still can't seem to forget that mask. It was so deceptively simple, and yet perfect in its design. I haven't seen anything like it. I surely would love to take a better look. I feel the Dalmar, dangerous as they are, could be the most important ethnical finding in decades. What I've seen today is crying for some further investigating. I just can't leave them like that. I would never forgive myself. And the mask. That mask. I was ecstatic after reading the journal. The material was incredible. That is horrific. That is horrific. You know, it's easier for me to picture that kind of scene. Because I've seen things I shouldn't have looked at on the internet. And, those kinds of things, you never unsee them. It was a big mistake on my part, and I'll never make it again, but it's too late. Once you've seen those kind of images, they never leave. If you ever feel curious, just don't. Just don't. Really, you gain nothing from it. Nothing. 2 years in East Africa, a journey to the sources of the Nile. Yeah, reading about an event like that, it can sound horrific on its own, but when you know what it could look like in more graphic detail, it's even more horrific to imagine. That is a horrific thing to witness. Where's the sound gone? Oh, it's just really quiet. What about these books? The huge collection of books was impressive. I would have gladly spent days going through them. Never know. A diploma granting the title of construction engineer to James T. Blackwood. Several trophies for remarkable accomplishments adorned the room. Most of the clocks in the house weren't working. Nothing else? No books to move, no. Oh, the Necronomicon by Abdul al-Hazred. Whoa. Oh no, that's cool. See the references between the Cthulhu painting and now the Necronomicon? That is cool. That's a cool, like, nod to... How can I move back from this? I can just go over here. Okay, so I came in through there, didn't I? Did I ever see what was this way? The dining room. We've been in here, so I'm going to go back through this way. Back that way. I'm going to save again. Saturday, 9 a.m. Does time go by... Let's have a look. Hang on a second. I'm curious. So it's still 9 a.m. then, right? Okay. Good to know. So, let's keep going. Oh, that clock. It's enough to drive you mad. I'm not going to call my friend again, am I? I haven't been this way, have I? Have I? Didn't I? No, I think I started out here, didn't I? Yeah, so... Well, I mean, to me, we've been through everything we need to see. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the phone real quick. Maybe I can call my mate again. I thought about calling Jerry, but I couldn't remember his number in London. So, would I... Oops. There's no notes or anything, is there, pertaining to my... I'm going to have to go through... I'm going to see if I can put my stuff in the bedroom. I don't know if you can do that, but we'll see. Let's have a look. Perfect. The room that Jerry ordered to be prepared for me has to have the best spot in the whole house, with a huge window overlooking the garden. The view is breathtaking and inspiring, and is bound to permit me to concentrate on my work. I'm speechless. I've just read an incredible story about a mysterious African tribe, the personal memories of this James Blackwood person. Even if it isn't true, it's simply terrific material, judging by the stuff I've been seeing around. This Blackwood was really into African culture. Okay, let's go back upstairs to our bedroom. If I can remember which room it was in. Was it this last door here? Yes. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can place my typewriter. Aha! I was eager to start doing some work, but the idea of exploring the place was too tempting. Excuse me, sir, I already have explored everything. I mean, okay. What about my stuff? Can I just, like... The bed wasn't a good place. I had to sleep there. Ah, that useful little table. Lovely. What have we got? October the 7th, 1976. Michael, it took me months, but at last I think I managed well. I mean, think, so to speak, as there are only a very few details left. But I can confirm with certainty that the house is yours. I owe you an apology because I didn't think it'd take me that much time. I tell you, I'd have never thought that finding a Victorian house, and no more and no less than in Rothbury, would have been so hard. The majority of the old houses in this region are either impossible to live in, or they belong to the aristocracy. As if that wasn't enough, you and your bloody whims. Was it really that necessary being so cut off from town? Why all this sudden need for solitude? Well, as long as you don't become one of those typical hermit writers. Anyway, this beauty will take your breath away. It belonged to a wealthy family that always took great care of it. Around the mid-60s, it became the property of one person, I believe a friend of this family. He lived there for about 5 years or so and then abandoned it. Yes, you read right. Abandoned it. As far as I know, this lunatic, a renowned doctor, spent his last days getting drunk in lousy bars before vanishing from the face of the earth. Why someone would do that is beyond me. The house then became the property of the National Trust, and, surprisingly enough, no one ever did anything about it. That is, until I rescued it from oblivion, of course. It took me a lot of work, so I hope you like it. The price is just as we discussed earlier. I know it's hard to believe, but the price of the interior was never agreed upon, so whatever you find inside, be it furniture or a long-lost Rembrandt, it's yours. Just remember our deal. If you find anything of great value, you have to share it. Now, I won't bother you if your sofa collection happens to be valued in the thousands, but if you bump into a hidden cache of money, and you can never know really, then I want a piece of it. Wait a second. If you happen to sell any important item you find inside the house, such as your sofa collection, I have to get a part too. Business is business, my friend. And by the way, I sent 2 people over yesterday to clean it from top to bottom. 6 years without inhabitants must have left a nice coat of dust, don't you think? They couldn't do wonders, though, and so you are going to need weeks to fully clean that place. Oh, they told me the house seems to have a rat problem, but you can't have it all. Should you need anything, don't hesitate to give me a call. Your friend, Jerry. Uh-huh. That can come in handy for the lantern I picked up. Lamp. That's like matches. Ah, so I have his number now. Rothbury, Northumberland. Jerry Peacock, a real estate agent. Must be nice having a real estate agent as a friend. Michael Arthate, Vanishing Town. #1 bestseller, the most breathtaking page-turner of the year. Is this something he wrote? Hang on a second. I wonder. A passing traveller comes across the small town of Fetch Rock set in Cornwall, England, only to find that it's completely deserted, devoid of any signs of life. Houses, shops, town hall, church. No human being to be seen. The traveller informs the authorities of a nearby town of this fantastic event. The next day, an officer accompanied by 2 policemen visits Fetch Rock. except everything is back to normal. 10 years later, John Parker, a journalist, reluctantly accepts the assignment to investigate these strange events. As they have now grown into a persistent local legend, could it have been a practical joke by that anonymous traveller? Or did something truly strange take place in the vanishing town? Things become more mysterious when Parker learns no inhabitant of Fetch Rock remembers what happened on that day. What at first seems to be a lousy job for Parker eventually turns into a nightmare, as Fetch Rock is no ordinary town, but home to deadly secrets and a lurking evil. Rhode Island. Settled later in London, England. So he's from the US. A pen? Says Barbara. Any other numbers? I should try to call that one. Hang on a second. Wait, get rid of that. I want to pick these up. That's just a toothbrush. See, now this is interesting because I can't actually keep it in my notes, can I? No. I should probably start working right away, but I'm really dying to explore the place. But I already did. Let's call that number. I'm going to write that down. A little piece of paper here. Hang on a second. Barbara 0207. I have no idea how these old phones work. Is that a 7 or a 2? 7, yeah, but the second one. 72 541. I want to try calling that, see what happens. Okay, we're settled. I do not like that painting. I don't like that painting. I wouldn't want to have that painting staring at me while I'm trying to sleep. We have the numbers, so now I'm going to go ahead and call those different numbers. I wonder who Barbara is. Where's the phone? Okay, how does this thing work? Wait. How do I... Oh, don't need to use the number. That's handy. Maybe she'll only be available later? It's 10 a.m. now. Then I shall call Jerry.
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
Everything seems to be fine, except the lights don't work.
Oh, you don't have to worry. I forgot to tell you. I had an electrician, one that I trust, to meet you there this morning. You know how a lack of power can be a recurring issue in old places like that. He should be arriving soon.
That's good to know. I'll set up my stuff and let you know how everything does later.
Perfect. Have fun.
Sure.
Okay, so I've had a look around. I've put down my things. Shall we go see if the electrician has arrived? I don't know if... I don't know. Someone's supposed to show up today, right? No? I don't know. Can't go that way, I've got nothing to cut it with. I went to the front gates just as Jerry had instructed, but there was no sign of the electrician. Even if I wanted to leave, I could not do so on foot. What happens if I just put the keys in the ignition? What happens if I do that? I'd only just arrived and the idea of going driving again wasn't very tempting. Can I take the keys back? Nope, okay, they're staying in there. if I ever need to leave in a hurry. Oh! Mr. Orthate. Arthate? Oh, so he is the writer. Mr. Carter sent me here today to fix a power problem in your residence. I was told to meet you at the gates, but I've been waiting for a few minutes and still haven't seen any signs of you. I will wait some more and then leave. Please contact Mr. Carter as soon as possible. Well, isn't that just brilliant? Of course. Ah, lovely. Creepy house.
Carter Properties.
Jerry, we have a problem.
What happened?
The electrician missed me. He left a note in the mailbox.
Bloody hell. He was supposed to meet you at the gates early this morning. I thought he was just being late.
Damn, I must have missed him for a few minutes. What the heck am I supposed to do now?
Why don't you go check the fuses yourself? Maybe it isn't that serious.
I don't know. I'm not very good with that kind of thing.
Michael, even my grandmother could improvise a fuse. Just go and look and let me know if you see anything burned.
As in black spots?
Yes, black spots.
All right, I'm on it.
That doesn't sound safe at all. I didn't see a fuse box anywhere. And in an old house like this, I have no idea where there'd be one. Any ideas? Perhaps one of the rooms upstairs that I couldn't get into, I can use the tool that I have now? Should we try that out? I don't know what else to do. I could go through both of these because one is the African gallery, the other one is the second bedroom. This one, I can't remember what it led to. I'm sure the doors that I couldn't get through to were up here. My brother's an electrician, not me. My brother is an electrician. That wasn't useful. I had to have some means of retrieving the key. There's nothing I have that's going to work, is there? Why would I need a pen? I stayed for a while at the front gates, but the electrician never showed up. I'm getting worried. Bloody hell. It seems the electrician came by, but I somehow missed him. It must have been while I was unpacking my stuff upstairs. I wonder why he didn't just come in. I found the gate unlocked when I came here and left it that way. He probably didn't notice that. Now Jerry is telling me the electrician can't come back today. Yeah, that's great and everything, but where is the fuse box? There's another crack. Oh, it's just like the one we saw near the tower. I need to think because I did not come across a fuse box. And I have nowhere to... Let me think. Hang on a second. Maybe I just missed it. Right. I mean, if it's like most houses I know, it's nearer the entrance? Maybe? Where in the hells is it? I mean... I guess... No, wrong room. The basement. The basement. It's got to be in the basement. But I don't have the key. I can't get in. Can I? The kitchen was this way, wasn't it? Through here? So creepy. Okay, I'm lost. Where's the bloody kitchen? Ah. Okay, here it is. Hello. So, I mean, obviously, this key isn't going to work, is it? Where the hell is the basement key? I've looked everywhere. Okay, so I had to look a couple of things up. Turns out, despite me being so careful about finding details, I still missed loads of things. I missed a lot of things. Why can't I look at that, though? I thought you could look at that. I guess not. So apparently there's something underneath the... No, okay. Well, open the drawer underneath the sink. Well, I can't, though. I'm confused. See, I wouldn't have thought to look in here. Why do I need a knife? Damn, I mean, there's just some things that you just... So apparently... So it really depends on the angle, if you want to look at something in particular. Oh. The grinder was open and waiting for anything to be tossed inside to test its blades. It was a nice, rustic, old-fashioned grinder. And what would I possibly want to put in there? Good to know. So apparently there was another room as well. I'm sorry, but with games like this, I have to look. Otherwise, I never get anywhere. So let's go to the maid's room, which is... I can't remember where that is. Ah, but over here. When I opened and closed the curtains, I missed something. Okay, I'm confused now. It's supposed to be in here. I'm not doing very well here, am I? Wow. Listen, I have no shame in admitting that sometimes I have to look some things up. The goal is to try and do it on my own, but when I'm stuck to this point, I have to look things up. After what I've just seen, there's no way I would have figured this out on my own. No way, no way. I'd have just ended up getting lost for hours on end. That leads outside. We need to go over here. I'll make it just up to what I need to get, and then I will leave it. This should be the maid's room. And we're supposed to inspect... let me look at everything again one more time. I couldn't open that. I could open this. Ah! Okay, pencil. The practical photographer. Did I check this small drawer? I did. Then... The bed in this room was miserable looking. Not nice. We'll get there eventually. Ah, I didn't see these. No. No. There's supposed to be a hidden picture. With a key holder. That's creepy. What am I missing? This is frustrating. Hang on a second. I definitely missed something in this drawer. Who would think to do this? Like, I mean, I didn't have a need to write on that. It was an old picture of the kitchen that I had just left. Ah. Right, so that's what it's in then. Inspect the desk and take the paper. What do you mean, this? Ah. I managed to reveal what appeared to be a letter in Italian. Okay. It was the letter in Italian. I had to do something about it. Yeah. Okay. That is really... I'm sorry, maybe I'm just... maybe I'm just simple, but I would have never have thought to do that. Man, that door opening animation just makes me so uncomfortable. So that pot above the key holder is no longer there. And that pot will be where we just looked, and now that we've inspected the photo, we can figure out that it's in there. Over here. I'd have just been stuck forever if I hadn't figured that out. Oh, it's this pot. It's this one. Finally. Now we get to go into the creepy basement. The place I've been dreading going into this whole time. Lovely. I don't want to go down here. I really don't want to go down here. Let me save before I do. Does time go by like that? 12 p.m. Okay, I mean, I guess the story progression makes the time go, but it's still kind of creepy. Also, 12 p.m.? Oh. Right. Okay. No more stalling. The golden key fit nicely into place and unlocked the door. I don't like it. Why that music? Of all the things. Parade of stars each and every night. Town Hall. Jeffrey's sharky battle. What in... Okay. It was terribly cold and damp in the basement. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. Before I do that, I tell you what, they make a good... They really make you want to just run away from this place. The atmosphere was dense and claustrophobic. There was a huge furnace covering most of the east wall. I didn't understand why, but I began to feel terribly uneasy. It had a menacing look to it. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I feel so uncomfortable right now. I know there's one jump scare in this game. I know because I've seen it before. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't. I'm not looking forward to seeing it. I had this feeling in my gut. I hoped I wouldn't have to push any of those boxes around. Good God. There was a drain cover in the concrete. The valve was stuck and wouldn't budge. Do I dare? Oh my god. The interior of the furnace was as dark as the mouth of a wolf. In any case, I didn't want to spend too much time near it. Oh my god. Suddenly I felt a very cold breeze on my neck. And it was then that I realized I wanted to leave the basement as soon as possible. There appeared to be nothing wrong with the fuses. I'll be leaving then. What was that? Hang on a second. Oh. I saw... like a grid. Oh, okay. It just leads to outside. God, the ambience! Get me out of here! Get me out of here right now! That was horrible. That was horrible. That was absolutely... See what I mean by atmosphere? I feel dread. I feel genuine dread right now throughout my whole body. That was beyond uncomfortable. I don't feel okay. I'm not okay right now. Also getting a little bit lost. I just feel so uncomfortable. Let's call our old pal Jerry. Get our mind off things. Do you reckon Barbara will answer now? Who knows? Maybe she's only available at certain times.
Hello, R8 Productions.
It's my publisher.
What in heaven's name was that?
Oh, hi, boss. I was just fooling around.
Well, don't. I don't want people thinking I'm some kind of studio. And don't call me boss.
I'm sorry, it's just that no one was calling and all of a sudden I got excited.
I told you it was going to be that way, girl. But I still need you there. I just hope you're not being bored to death.
Oh, don't worry. I'm studying tongues during my spare time. I love that so much.
That's great, but don't lower your guard. As soon as I publish my new book, that place is going to get riddled with phone calls and hundreds of fan mail.
That's the spirit, boss. I know your new book is going to be a huge success.
Of course it will. As soon as I find a proper ending. And stop calling me boss.
As you wish, boss. Oh, sorry.
Goodbye.
Good luck.
She sounds adorable. So Barbara is my publisher, or the person working at his office.
Hello?
Jerry, all the fuses seem to be fine. I think the problem might be a little more complicated than that.
I see.
What should we do now?
Go get some candles.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not. I'm calling this guy right away, and I'm afraid he won't be able to stop by until tomorrow. He was already driving there today as a personal favor.
There must be something you can do. I don't feel comfortable walking around this place with dim lights. I barely know it.
Michael, come on. Where's your sense of adventure? It would be like you were living in a past century. Exquisite Victorian house, lit by candles. What I wouldn't give to be in your place.
I left my sense of adventuring back in London, thanks. I have work to do.
Then do it. What else could you ask for? Now you have the chance to experience firsthand one of your period pieces.
Oh, very funny. Try getting that guy over here as soon as possible.
Don't worry, I will. Make sure you find some candles before it gets too dark.
Yes, candles. Bye.
Immediately after hanging up with Jerry, I realised I had already explored enough to determine that there wouldn't be any candles inside the house. Well, I have a lamp at least. The main character, he has it's like a mixture between British and American, like a transatlantic accent. Although I learned that transatlantic was only used for theatre, but no one actually adopted the language, the accent, I don't think. It was more of a theatrical kind of thing used for film and radio, but I don't think anyone actually spoke with a transatlantic accent on a daily basis, you know. So, I'm curious because it's about noon. So I'm not going to bed yet. It's still daytime. What to do? I can light my lamp, maybe, and perhaps see in that dark spot up in the attic. I could also maybe try and use that knife on the wire, holding that crypt shut. Or even... Oh, we needed a key to get into that shed, didn't we? So that won't work. I have a feeling I'm going to miss a lot of things, but... I'm going to go outside for a second. I want to see if I can use that knife on the wire. Before I do... hang on a second. I don't know where to begin, man. The lamp didn't have any oil in it, so I need oil. Okay. Then let's go out back. I don't know if you can go around the house from the entrance, but we're just going to go through the kitchen. Stick with what we know. I mean, I'm guessing there is a path to do that, but I don't know what else you'd use the knife for. My God, the whole... It's just beautifully done, the atmosphere. It feels so incredibly uncomfortable and claustrophobic. Even outside, I feel like... It just feels wrong. It just feels wrong, seriously. It was impossible to cut the wire with the knife. Well, I don't know where to go from here. What about... Okay, what about that crack that we saw in the wall, in the tower? I could use the boring tool to perhaps make it bigger and climb through? Maybe. Why? Listen, I'm transparent about this kind of thing. I don't feel embarrassed to say these kind of things, but I'm currently on anti-anxiety medication. I haven't taken my daily dose today. Let me tell you. The anxiety is there, I can feel it, and this game is not helping. My heart's like... I keep doing that thing where I keep taking shallow breaths. Where was that, where was it? Because this just leads to that small room, doesn't it? Yeah, there's nothing else. It wasn't here. The crack in the wall was, where was it? Was it through here, maybe? No. Yeah, feeling stressed. Where is that crack in the wall? It's not up there. It was this way. Up here. I mean, who knows? Why not try? That wasn't useful. Okay, well there's one other thing I heard of while informing myself. I heard of a painting with a safe. I don't have a combination, but I do have a stethoscope. Would that work? All I know is there's a safe. I don't know if you can use a stethoscope on it, but I want to try. And that is down in the... Oh god, that's dark. Are you serious? Ugh. Creepy. Okay. Wrong way, I think. I went the wrong way. This is the kitchen. I need to go back. I tell you what, I am loving this though. I'm loving the dread. This is what I want. This is what I want from a horror game. I want dread. I want to feel uncomfortable and freaked out and creeped out. I want... I want it to haunt my dreams. Okay, maybe I'm going a little bit too far with that, but... This is what I want. This is what I want from horror. You know, this is what I like. And what many others like as well, I know. Wrong way. I think I missed the room I was looking for. I'm going around in circles again, aren't I? Idiot. Well, these old houses, they're like mazes, okay? I needed to go back into that reading room. Where am I going? This is gonna take forever. Bear with me, please. Right. This way. And then this way. Yes. Is this it? It's not quite this room. I don't think, but there's like that red painting with the woman on it. Remember there was a woman with a red dress? What room's that in? What the hell is that? I missed so many things. How could I miss them? I inspected everything and I still missed stuff. I need to go back to the main bedroom. God, this is creepy. Gallery. It's the gallery I need to go to. Now, which one was it? I think it was this one. The other one's the other bedroom. Ooh. Well, this isn't it either. Maybe it's the fancy room. It's just so dark and cloying and just... Oh. No, wait. Well... Oh, see... Look at this. Who would think to click on that right there? Who would think to do that? Honestly, be honest with me. You would. You would have thought of clicking on that. Cause I wouldn't have. Amazing. There was a safe behind the picture. Why not try it out? I didn't know the combination, and safe cracking certainly isn't my expertise. Listen, try it out. I couldn't hear anything out of the ordinary. Okay. And then there's another thing I need to check out as well. Because I missed that too. We're gonna go back upstairs towards the attic. So we're gonna go this way. Up here. That creepy kid photo. I mean, painting. And it was over here. See what I missed? I missed something here. What I don't get is there's supposed to be a metal rod. Maybe it's another pile of bricks, I don't know. There's a pile of bricks with a rod in it, apparently. But I can't see anything. And so, again, I would have never thought to do this. Just a piece of newspaper I'd picked up. Man, I am not good at this. I didn't need to do that. Well, yes, that's why I have the newspaper and... oh. After a bit of effort, I managed to knock down the key with the help of the boring tool. So now... I removed the piece of paper and noticed that the key had gotten stuck behind the door. Whoever said that dumb technique worked? I think I just did something very stupid. There's no going back now. I have to go along with my choices, okay? No use in cheating all the time. So if it's not these bricks, then it's got to be the one in here. I can't believe I just did that. What am I gonna do? Idiot. Idiot. In my defense, it seemed like a logical thing to do. I have a metal rod. That's, good to know. What am I going to do? Can I use it to just, like, force open the door? That was pointless. Wait, maybe I can still retrieve the key with the metal rod. That was pointless. Only thing I can do now is call Jerry again. Or I can try using that metal rod on the crack in the wall. listen, it's not that I want to give up, but, well, I'm considering it. Okay. Where was that stove? Where was it? Ah, it was here. This game is hard. Okay? At least I think it is. Oh. I guess I'll just leave that like that for now then. There's one thing I want to figure out as well. Did I come across 2 diaries or only 1? There's the study and the library. I've lost that key, which I'm very upset about, but I can't do anything about it now. And in all honesty, I don't want to cheat. I mean, going back on a save because of that, I'm already looking up tips. I don't want to. Yeah, you get it. Downstairs. We need to go downstairs. So I'm gonna try going into there's the library and the study. I think I did miss a diary. I missed this one right here. Yeah, I can't believe I missed this. April 20th. During a fit of rage, I burnt my previous diary. Not that I regret it. As if my disjointed notes were worth anything. Their only purpose was to keep me sane. I feel that this is my escape route, my only means of finding some inner peace. Whenever I put my pen to this paper, I feel that I can reflect upon my situation. I just wish I had more options, that's all. But I'm rambling. I must think clearly. Focus. Focus. May 12th. I've become an eternal guardian, stuck between few choices, none of which are good. Do I fulfill a promise and violate everything that I believe in, the very principles of my life? Or am I condemned to spend the rest of my existence in this deadened state, a ghost with no other purpose than just being here, watching? I truly have no escape. I can't find an appropriate solution to this problem, and I must pay the price. I'm a shadow of the man I used to be. Only these notes remain my testament in these moments of meditation, my sole companion. June 26th. Today I spent the entire afternoon staring at the window, my mind a blank. Oddly enough, I really didn't care. It seems now as though it was something natural for me, a part of my personality. But I know the reason very well. I've lost my soul. I am an empty shell, devoid of any feelings. I renounced them on that fateful day. And the worst thing is, I knew there were going to be consequences. No, that's not true. Consequences were far worse than I expected. How could I be so blind? January 24th. I often wonder what would have happened if we had simply reversed it all. What would happen if, right now, I came out and told the world what really happened? No, I'd end up rotting in jail. Although, that might be a better destiny compared to this eternal suffering. November 17th. I can't say for sure when it began. I just heard them one morning, coming from next room. The whispers. Are they real? Have I been alone for too long? They won't stop. I can't stand it any longer. February 9th. Ever since I locked it away, that everything seems to have calmed down a bit. Perhaps James was right after all. It's madness, I know. But at this point, I'd be inclined to believe anything. May. Over the years, I was convinced that everything James suffered was a misfortune, a whim of destiny. For the first time ever, I'm not so sure anymore. I never thought it could happen, but I believe I understand now. If this is so, then cursed be my soul. Poor James. If I had acted in another way, then maybe things would have worked out differently. But it's too late now. And I have to suffer my Calvary. September 13th. The noises are back, although this time they're different. Before, I'd only hear them inside my head, as if someone or something was whispering and, how to put this, interrupting my thoughts. But now, I can really feel them spreading around the house. What are they? September 14th. I've realised. The noises are coming from down there. I don't want to think about it anymore. December. They are unbearable. They get worse at night. Oh, how I wish it would stop. What is going on down there? I don't dare go nearer. I don't want to know. March. God, how many years have passed. I have lost all sense of time. I have to get out of this place. The diary disturbed me in a way I couldn't explain. Yet I felt curious about what had been tormenting that poor fellow. Oh my God. I feel really uneasy right now. And I have a feeling... No, I know it's gonna get much, much worse. Okay, let's start with Barbara first.
Hello?
Hey, it's
Hello?
me, Bobby, dear. I need to ask you a favor.
Bring it
Barbie.
I found a letter here, and I'm curious about it. It's in Italian. Do you think you could translate it for me?
My, Mr. Athwaite, are we being naughty?
Mrs. Styles.
Yes, of course I can. Just send me the letter and I'll put hands to work as soon as I have it here.
Excellent. I wonder if the postman will come by. I feel like I'm the last person alive on the whole planet here.
But have you told the post office in Rothbury that you're moving to Blackwood Manor?
Yes, Jerry did. I just hope they don't forget about me, that's all. In any case, thank you. You're such a dear.
That's what I'm here for.
Actually, that's what I'm paying you for. Anyway, I'll go and try mailing that letter.
I'll be standing by for action.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Good luck.
What's Jerry got to say?
Yes?
Jerry, I'm freaking out. I couldn't find a single candle inside this place.
You're kidding me. I can't believe it. Did you look well?
Yes, every single room, drawer, box, cabinet, nothing. No candles.
All right. Listen. The town isn't too far away. No more than 20 minutes drive. If you can't find some candles there, I'll eat my hat.
I'll eat your whole closet. This is getting on my nerves.
Come on. It's just a quick ride. You know how to get there?
Yeah, I saw it on my way here. Did you call Mr. Busy Electrician who couldn't hold on for just 5 more minutes?
Yes. He'll be doing me another special favour, and we'll be going there tomorrow afternoon. It's the best he can do. You have to bear in mind it's Sunday. We'll charge extra, of course.
I don't care. I have no power. I'll get him myself if he doesn't show up.
Calm down. Drive to the town before it gets too dark. You won't be able to find your way back if it does.
Yeah, I had to buy some food anyway.
There you go. Godspeed. And drive safe.
All right.
I'm writing this down just in case I forget, because I could miss it. Electrician tomorrow afternoon. I'm writing it down, you never know. So, I guess we're going out to town. And I need to prepare that letter. The envelope. It'll be for that. I can put the letter in there. And then... Did that work? And then write the address on it. Okay. Good. That seems... I think that's what you're supposed to do. I'm sure the intense anxiety I'm feeling right now is just because I need a snack and not the game getting to me. Let's mail that letter. In it goes. Off it goes. I'm hoping that'll work. Let's go into town. Okay, cool. Not cool. The car would not start. It was only then that I realised I had left the lights on. Ah! I've been there, my friend. I've been there. And luckily a darling colleague helped me out with some jump cables. Or jump start cables, whatever they're called. Those clip things. I made him cookies the day afterwards. Okay, so like great and everything, but like what do I do now? I guess I'm stranded here. The car battery was dead. Well... Well, this is great, you know, this is just wonderful. This is, This is bad. This is really bad. One thing I never did figure out. I never went this way, did I? Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, well, this is, creepy. Of course it's locked. The door to the greenhouse was stuck, probably due to some serious rusting of its hinges. So we're gonna need some oil for the lamp and for this door. I think we'll find everything we need in that shed. And the only problem is I can't get in. What's this? The tree had a little hole in its base which allowed some water to pass through. There was a small pool of water below the arching tree. Why do I feel like that has to be... That has to be for something. But what? What could I possibly... Okay. A grey and naked tree was standing on a small knoll, crowning an otherwise bare area with its thin branches slowly swaying in the gentle wind. All of a sudden, I began to feel very alone. I've been feeling alone this entire time, mate. How did I end up here? I just wanted to go back. Don't suppose there's anything on the ground, or... I feel disoriented. Ugh. Okay. So, if I wanted to go in there... It's just there are loads of little, like... Looks like there are other passageways, but I guess not. I mean, I would need... Would this work? Wasn't useful. The knife. No, I couldn't hurt myself. Or no, I could have hurt myself. There was nothing else I can use. Unfortunately. I have to leave it at that for now. Until I can find the key. Nothing there. Nothing there. call our old boy Jerry, shall we? Again. Jerry, help! I don't know what to do.
Let me guess. Michael.
Jerry, you won't believe this. It's insane. My car is dead.
What? Are you sure? Have you checked its pulse?
I'm not joking. It's gone.
My friend, this completely redefines the term suspension of disbelief you sometimes use for your stories.
I know. I'm speechless. I forgot the lights on and the car ran out of batteries. All because of that bloody fog. Jerry, you've got to help me. Get over here.
Michael, look at the time. I can't drive to Northumberland right now.
But Jerry, I can't spend the whole night without one single source of light. I barely know this place and I won't be able to find my way. Heck, I don't even know if it's rid of ghosts yet.
Are you a sleepwalker, Michael? You lie down on the bed, you sleep, you wake up, and you'll have tons of bright light then.
That's not helping. And you're the one who got me into this mess in the first place.
Hold on a minute. It's not my fault if the electrician missed you for a few minutes, there aren't any candles in a 3-story mansion, and your car's battery was low.
Okay, listen. When will you be coming back to Rothbury?
I'll be arriving home early tomorrow morning, and I'll come for you shortly after. We'll drive to town, stock yourself up, and then spend the rest of the day in your garden drinking some beers while we wait for Mr. Electrician. Sounds like a plan?
Yeah, I guess. And I don't think there's any plan B either.
I'm afraid not. Sorry. I really took all the precautions to make your stay there as comfortable as possible, but I guess sometimes things are just meant to go wrong.
Apparently. All right, I'll be on my way then.
Call me back if you need anything. And Michael,
Yes,
just don't let this situation get on your nerves.
I promise it won't. Goodbye.
Right. I will be right back. I'm going to have a snack. The electrician's coming tomorrow morning, and we should maybe call Barbara to see if she's translated the letter. I think for now the only thing we can do is go to bed. So let's go to bed. God, I just couldn't. I couldn't sleep in a place like this all on my own. Wonder if I could maybe get some work done. I knew I had to work on my book, but I decided that looking around a bit more wouldn't hurt. Look around a bit more for what? Isn't it time to go to bed? Tired as I was, it was still too early to sleep. Well, what should I do then? What on earth should I do? Let's have a look. I have all of these things, but I don't know what I could use them on. I can't light the candle because, well, the lamp, because I don't have any oil. I mean, I can't think of what to do, really. I suppose I could, I didn't really... How come it's so slow to open doors at the moment? I'm gonna go back to the gallery. Everything's loading really slowly. See. World Arts, 19th of September 1962. Dear James, I'm going to make use of these resting moments to thank you once again for your kindness. Those shields that you have donated to us are wonderful. If it weren't for you, our section dedicated to African objects wouldn't be anything else other than a mere collection of photographs. Also, I've been looking into these Dalmar you mentioned. I have to say, they seem to be rather fantastic. If it wasn't for your personal account of their activities, I'd dismiss them as old wives' tales. I found a few books mentioning them. That noise is unnerving. And I'd be very happy to lend them to you. They will be mailed at once. I hope you can satisfy your curiosity. Cordially yours, Simon Russell. Durham Museum of World Arts. So, a few books mentioning them. Why is everything loading so slowly all of a sudden? Did I change something in the... Perhaps I need to... Hang on, I'll save it again. It's taking it's a long time to load. I think if I turn off the game and turn it back on again, that's more like it. So, I'm going to... I didn't get to ask Jerry about the past of the house. Perhaps I can call him again and just talk about it, maybe. Poor bastard's being called every 2 minutes.
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
Here we go.
Do you know anything about the previous inhabitants of this house?
Not much. Just there were some strange individuals. There's also the murder.
You're kidding me. A murder?
An old-fashioned murder. You'd probably love the details, but sadly I don't know very much. It's old history, really. Although it caused quite a stir there in Rothbury. It seems the owner, James Blackwood, I think, went mad and killed his wife. I do remember the date, though. May 1963.
James Blackwood, according to the stuff I've been reading.
So you're already turning the place upside down? I should have thought so.
There's enough material for a whole series of stories here, you know.
After you finish your book, my friend.
Yeah, but it can never hurt poking around a little.
Would you just get back to work? Call me if you need anything.
All right, goodbye.
But I wanted to ask about the safe as well.
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
I found a safe box in the room upstairs. Would you happen to know the combination?
I think I should. Let me see. I did take note of the combination once, but I don't have it here right now. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Okay?
Great, thanks.
So I'll have 2 things to look forward to in the mailbox tomorrow morning. In the meantime, though, what am I gonna do? What time is it? Is it 6 p.m? If that does actually work. I mean, it works, but in-game, can you actually see the time? I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't really know what else I can do for now. Perhaps now that I've made another call and asked some questions, I can go to bed now? God, it's creepy. I'll never get over how creepy it is. What on earth am I gonna do? I I really don't know what else to do. There's another thing as well. I know that in... Gods. When I saw the playthrough of this years ago, and even more recently, I know that there's a mask, the mask that was talked about in the diary. There's a special room for it, and I'm wondering where it is because... Oh, I never went over here last time. A pair of huge carved tusks were occupying a corner of the gallery. Well, the music just changed all of a sudden, and it wouldn't move. Well... This display case was holding perhaps the most impressive items in the room. Something's hidden around here. Something... There's got to be... I mean, why not? You could just step over it, but... What can I do? Something's not right here. Something... Oh, come on. I just don't... This has to be... There has to be something secret around here somewhere. There has to be... I know I'm missing something. I have to be. Why these lower floor shots? I mean, what's the point in them? I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to... What else can I do? I can't believe I missed that key. Wait a minute. Oh no, I did go up here. Wait, now I have a date, don't I? Ah! I looked for the date that Jerry told me and found an interesting article. Terrible news shocks the community of Rothbury. Mr. James Blackwood, distinguished resident of this town and a widely acknowledged construction engineer, was accused of murder yesterday by Miss Ava Mariani, maid of the Blackwood family. While the nature of this situation is of the most unusual, given that Mr. Blackwood is a highly respected gentleman, Miss Mariani, an Italian immigrant and aspiring photographer, affirms to having a photograph that supports this accusation. I knew no one would ever believe me, so I took a picture of him, she says. I was supposed to be in town during the afternoon, but I didn't have the need to. I mean, I didn't have any errands to do, so I was in my room and saw this shadow out in the garden. When I glanced through the window, I just couldn't believe my eyes. The lady. Oh, God. The sole thought of it sends shivers down my spine. The photograph in question is in possession of the authorities, and it has been revealed that it clearly shows Mr. Blackwood burying a shape in his garden. We can almost confirm that the shape is a body, says Police Chief William Bailey. But even if the image is not clear, this alone with Miss Mariani's statement is enough to open a serious case against Mr. Blackwood. Police officers are already heading to the Blackwood Manor as we speak. Up until this accusation, it was believed that Mrs. Catherine Blackwood was on a trip. According to the information we received from the school where she teaches, the police chief continues, a note was sent to the teachers' department which stated that Mrs. Blackwood had to leave on a sudden trip and that she would make use of her license to do so. Miss Mariani's accusation puts Mr. Blackwood in a very compromising situation. Even if we can't find anything in the garden, he has a lot of explaining to do. The efforts of Dr. Christopher Milton, one of Rothbury's most respected doctors and longtime friend of the Blackwood family, to minimise the facts have been unsuccessful, and the news is the subject of discussion throughout the whole town. Hundreds of rumours are crossing the land. Theories range from plausible and well-conceived to wild and crackpot ideas. But the question that keeps lingering in everybody's mind, for which the answer has yet to be found, is, why would a wealthy and educated man cold-heartedly murder his wife after 30 years of marriage? Garden. Perhaps near where that tree was. That tree with the water. What if that's where she's buried? Did he really kill his wife? Maybe now I've done enough to go to bed. It was getting late. Perhaps it was now a good time to go to sleep. Great. Being alone in the house at night, in the dark, with no light source. I laid down on the bed. Oh my God. The sound of a hammer banging away wouldn't let me sleep. Oh God. What do I do? Why can't I go? It's so dark. Oh. Okay. I don't like the way the camera's zooming in like that. What the I was awakened from my strange dream by some odd noises reverberating around the room. Hang on a second. Suddenly the noises seemed to grow louder. The stone in the fireplace was cocked to the touch. What the stethoscope. I listened carefully as I moved the stethoscope around the fireplace. Yes, the noises were coming from there, but I still couldn't determine their source. Well, yeah, that's unnerving. Oh God. screw... No. See, just no. If I... if I was in this situation myself... well, I'd curl up in a ball and cry, probably. What about this fireplace? An impressive fireplace, and surprisingly clean too, although it hadn't been used in a long time. The noises were definitely spreading through the fireplaces, probably via some conduit. I concluded they had to be coming from below. Just as they had begun out of nowhere, the scratching noises stopped. Were there any other fireplaces in the house? God, this is unnerving. Oddly enough, I couldn't hear anything in that fireplace. So... what in God's name? Lord knows why anyone sane would do this. But we're not sane, are we? If we go lower, maybe... I don't want to go down there. I really don't want to go down there. I don't want to go down there. As in, I mean... I thought about investigating, but then I realized the basement would be pitch black at this time. I couldn't go down there without some light. Yeah, no, good idea. I guess, let's go to the gallery again. I mean, if it was just a dream, then that thing couldn't have actually moved, could it? No. Okay. It does look like it... It looks like it can be moved, though. I don't... Oh, the bottom of the case seemed to have some kind of panel. It was firmly stuck in place. Did I notice that before? Maybe... Ah! Yeah, okay, and... what? Well... the panel had been concealing a couple of wheels. Okay, so we can move it. It wouldn't move. Well... okay, what am I missing? There's gotta be something it just goes back afterwards. It is still nighttime. I'm gonna go back to bed. The scratches had stopped. I thought it was the right moment for me to go back to sleep. I went back to bed.